Okay, let me take you somewhere a little warmer than last time. Forget the snowstorms. This one's got sunny fields, medieval villages, and two kids who look like they just stepped out of a fairy tale, or maybe another planet. This story takes place in the English countryside, in a little village called Woolpit, sometime in the 12th century. Life was simple: farming, church bells, gossip at the market. But then, one ordinary day, two strange children appeared at the edge of a field. And I mean strange. Their skin, green. Not pale, not sunburned, green, like fresh spring leaves.
The villagers were understandably freaked out. Imagine seeing that in a world where you think witches and forest spirits are real. These kids didn't speak English or any language the villagers had ever heard. Their clothes were made of a weird, coarse fabric no one recognized, and they looked lost, scared, hungry. But when given bread, they refused to eat it. They only ate raw beans, straight from the pod. Yeah, they were picky eaters before it was trendy.
The villagers took him in, gave them shelter, food, and care. Over time, they started eating other foods, and slowly their green skin faded to a more normal human tone. They also began to speak the local language, and that's when the story got even weirder. The kids claimed they came from a place called the Land of St. Martin, where the sun never shone and everything was bathed in a green twilight. Yeah, sounds like the setup for a horror movie, right?
According to their story, they were herding their father's cattle when they followed a strange sound into a cave. They walked in darkness for what felt like hours until they emerged into blinding sunlight in Woolpit. No maps, no idea how far they'd traveled, and apparently no way back. Which, if true, means these kids either accidentally discovered some medieval wormhole, or they were just really, really lost.
Sadly, the boy didn't survive. He grew weak and died within months. The girl, though, lived on and eventually integrated into the village. She learned English, worked in local households, and even married. But she kept saying the same thing. Her home wasn't in this world, and no one could prove her wrong.
Historians, of course, have their theories. Some say they were Flemish orphans whose parents died and the green skin was from malnutrition. Others think they were abandoned children from a nearby town, speaking a rare dialect. But honestly, none of that explains the cave story, or why their clothes and food habits were so unusual. And you know what? I kinda like not knowing. It keeps the magic alive.
So, were they from another land? Another dimension? Or just the victims of a really confusing medieval road trip? The truth's probably buried with them, and maybe that's for the best. But if you think this is strange, wait until you hear about a ship that was found adrift in the Pacific with every single crew member dead and not a single mark on them. Yeah, that one's next.